Alrighty, welcome in. Today we're going to be going over Thomas Coffen. Now, Coffen was caught in the Fort Myers, Florida sting, and he's one of 3 Thomases caught in that sting. There's a Thomas Coffen, this guy, a Thomas Campbell, who was a very old guy. I got to cover him too. He was pretty funny. And then also a Thomas Moffat. Now, Moffat was acquitted, or he was, like, charges were dropped or something. I'm not sure the technical sense of it, but Moffat was let go. Coffen wasn't. But Thomas Coffen here, you know, he just has to show up in the white Econoline. I can't even tell what type of van that is, but it's got to be old. Look at the tail lights on it. Look at the fucking ratchet strap holding the door on. And it's like, dude, like, go to work, man. Get some money to fix this thing. But let's hop into it, shall we?
13 or 14-year-old.
Oh my God.
He's out of the vehicle.
What is he carrying?
We were trying to figure out what Thomas Coffen had.
He's walking up the driveway.
Security people are worried about a weapon. It could also be alcohol.
Look at the swagger that he's walking up the driveway with. Look at his shoulders go back and forth. He thinks he's about to have a great damn time.
Walking up the driveway.
Security people are worried about a weapon. It could also be alcohol or any number of things. In the case of Thomas Coffen, it was nothing.
Made the turn.
Now, I wanted to pause here when I was trying to find what footage to use. I wanted to cover here because look at the fucking operation. I know, you know, they kind of show snippets every now and again of what's going on, but like, look at this. Look at this screen. Look at all these screens back here. This is like a NASA control center. All to get some guy walking into a house. There was an insane amount of effort put into this. And, like, this guy here, you know, we'll probably never know his name. But for him, this is a big deal that's going on right now. You know, he's locked in.
Knocking on the back door.
Hey, come on in!
Huh?
Come on in, I'm in here. I made you some chocolate chip cookies and they're on the table. I'm just
Was
getting
it a Dr. Pepper?
I made you some chocolate chip cookies and they're on the table. I'm
can't
just
quite-
getting changed. I got some chocolate on my shirt.
I can't quite tell what that can is. It's probably a beer. But look at this fucking stellar example of the masculine form. You know, look at the fucking the unbuttoned sleeveless shirt, the big ass belt buckle, the jeans. I'm surprised he's not wearing jorts, honestly. Beer gut hanging out, cowboy hat, beer, probably cigarettes in his other hand. What a stellar array of how one can assemble themselves. God, it's truly beautiful.
He's in the kitchen.
Come in the living room and take a seat.
I'm right here standing.
Look at the fucking pose. Alright, I gotta
He's in the kitchen.
hold up.
Come in the living room and take a seat.
Look at the that belt buckle is genuinely ginormous. I do have a couple of belt buckles. I don't wear them, but I've gotten them from family who have passed away, and I've taken ownership of them. None of them are that big. That's a WWE belt right there, dude. That's not what John Cena was. John Cena was putting that up in the air, man. That thing is ginormous. And, like, you know, I know that metal, you know, pinches your fucking gut, dude. My God. The belly button saying hello. Oh, how beautiful. Oh, this is something I should have mentioned at the start. But Thomas has a very long rap sheet. He's been arrested up in Pennsylvania. He's been evicted from he was in the process of being evicted from an apartment. And his rent was $420 a month. My car payment is more than that. And it's like, how do you fail paying that, dude? I don't know. This guy has a very long rap sheet. He's committed other crimes. None as bad as this, though.
I'm right here standing.
He's looking nervous, Rob. Have your guys ready.
Hey, how are you? Why don't you have a seat on that stool for me there?
I gotta play that back. I'm gonna play it back slow. Playback speed. The fuck did they do to this?
Guys ready?
Look, look at it. His expression here. He has a very weird face. You know, he is 31 when he walked in here. He was born in 74, so that'd make him 31. You know, he doesn't, right in here, he looks a little bit older. He looks probably about like 40. But just, when Chris walks in, look at him, his shoulders, his face. That instant, oh, I have fucked up. I am going to be answering for some crimes that I am partaking in.
You have a seat on that stool for me there. What's up?
I'm looking for work and stuff.
Looking for work and stuff.
Yeah.
Looking for work, eh? Oddly enough, not the first time we've heard that excuse. Well, it might be the first time, but not the only time we've heard that excuse. Now, we've all looked for jobs, you know. Some of us are looking for jobs right now. But normally you don't show up to a job at some guy's house rocking a sleeveless, unbuttoned up button-up with a big-ass belt buckle. Right? You know what I show up to, you know, job interviews with? You know, nice pair of pants, a buttoned up that is buttoned up. You know, not what you're rocking, big bro.
And what kind of work were you looking for here exactly?
I do blacktop sealing.
Blacktop ceiling.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks like he does blacktop sealing. You know, just like physically, not even from like a like an insult way. I've seen people that do blacktop sealing. You know, I have to hire someone to do my driveway. Just got a new driveway put in, and you know, everyone I've seen kind of reminds me of that. I don't know why.
The story didn't make a lot of sense. Now, do you want to start the story again?
What do you mean?
Tell the truth. That was a lie.
Sorry about that.
Why did you lie, Thomas?
I just don't like being in trouble, you know. I don't
like being in trouble. Well, then don't do things that can get you in trouble, Thomas. What the fuck are you talking about? I don't like getting in trouble. No, you don't like getting caught, dumbass.
talk to a lot of people.
And you don't like getting in trouble. You have a rap sheet longer than, you know, most criminals. Let me go pull up his rap sheet. Now, thank you to Catch a Peanut, Skip Tracer, Joey, and a couple of other people that have gathered this stuff over the years. Everything you see right here, all these doc viewers, are from TCAP case studies, so thank you, appreciate that. But here is his rap sheet from Utica, New York. In possession of controlled substance, this was February of 2021. Use/possession of drug paraphernalia. The same date again is theft by unlawful taken and receiving stolen property. And then on June 2nd, 2021, failure to register. 2 of those, I don't know what that's about. But and then 3 statement under penalties, 2 of which are from probation. So that's just from Utica. And then if we keep looking, here is this one, I believe, is back in Florida because it's 2012. Driving while suspended or revoked, not wearing a seatbelt, fleeing or eluding, failed to obey law enforcement officer, driving while suspended, again, no valid driver's license, dealing in stolen property, grand theft less than 500, possession of marijuana, possession of paraphernalia, possession of marijuana, again, possession of paraphernalia, violation of bicycle regulations, don't even know what the fuck that is, front seat passenger not wearing a seatbelt. I think that's for when you're the driver. Not sure, though. Dysregular traffic sign, whatever the fuck that means. I don't know, I'm not a lawyer. So DWLSR, driving while suspended, second offense, driving while suspended, again. Look, you know, those are 4 years apart, but still, I mean, I got more. He did lie about a auto repair job that he did for someone. He accepted payment, but never actually did the work, and this is the small claims court for it. He had to pay $425 back, $50 a month, and this was in 2012. So this guy is a serial repeat offender of just everything. This guy doesn't fucking listen. Anyways, back to it.
I meet a lot of people.
Come to find out, Thomas Coffen had done this before and even sent a girl naked pictures of himself.
Oh, I didn't know that. I honestly didn't know that he did that. That's a bit of a shock to me, but well, it's a shock to me to hear about it, but I'm not shocked about it. He looks like, look at the fucking van he's in, guys. He might as well just paint free candy on it, dude.
The reason you sent this picture to someone who identified themselves as a 14-year-old girl?
I can actually put the picture here, so I'm going to put the picture here. Because there's a censor bar. But look at the fucking angle that this is taken from. Does that look... I don't know how many of you guys have actually sent like a dick pic. That's not a normal angle. He probably set up a webcam down on the floor and stood above it, imposingly taking a dick pic. And it's like, what are you doing, man? What do you like? Do you need to be taught how to take a dick pic?
I had those in my... Well, when I send a picture...
Right. That's appropriate?
No.
To send to a 14-year-old girl? I am into young girls. I like them better than older girls.
I always love those. I always love when people just admit, right? Like, write that in there. Like, there's no argument, like, that you can make there. Like, maybe you could say, like, 18 or 19 or whatever. But still, given the context, just making the prosecution's case easier.
Younger, like 19, 20. That's what I meant by that.
Are you into sex? What was the biggest blank you have had? She says she's only had one. You talk about the size of your penis.
Oops. Thomas, there's no defense you can make here, and the best thing that he can do is what he's doing, and that is staying silent, because he's realized he's cooked. He's well done right now. And there's nothing he can do. Oh, what's on that hat there? I just noticed. It looks like an American flag, and then it's one of those like cross flags, and I don't know what's on the right side. Part of me thinks it's a Confederate flag. I'm profiling this man right now. I think it's a Confederate flag.
Well,
I don't know though.
I admit with everything I did say on there. I'm a person. I don't like getting in any trouble because.
Well, how could you expect not to get into trouble by setting?
Well, Thomas, Chris just said you've done this before. You don't want to not be in trouble. You want to not be caught for the bad things you do. There's, no one wants to be in trouble. No one likes that. But to use that as a defense of like, oh, I wouldn't do what I'm doing because I don't like to be in trouble. Bitch, no one does. Yell at a dog and they know they've done wrong. Look at them. Even animals can understand that, dude. I'm not saying I, like yell and abuse your dog, but oh, what's that? My dog ripped open, my sofa. If you raise your voice at your dog, even they understand wrong. And you fucking don't.
Up a date after a sexually charged conversation with a girl who said she was 14. How could you expect not to get in trouble?
She PM me a couple times. I can show you and stuff.
And you responded, dude. Texting, DMing, instant messages, private messages, whatever they want to be called, emailing, require a response to the initial message. You do not need to respond. The amount of motherfuckers on my phone that I have left on read is astronomical. It is not that difficult to not respond.
Approached whom first?
I clicked on...
Holy shit. I didn't know he took this hat off at this point, but I've seen him without a hat. This motherfucker just aged considerably. And one, shave it, guys. If you're balding, luckily I'm not. I have great hair. Okay, I have nice curly, hair. It's beautiful. But guys, if you're balding like this, shave it all off. I know it looks like he kind of does, but there's enough fuzz there that I can clearly see, the separation between church and state of his fucking hairline.
I say hi and
Right. So you started the conversation.
yeah.
Can you take a nude picture of yourself?
I just talk and not to make anything bad. I talk to a lot of people and stuff and I gotta.
Yeah, I talk to a lot of people. Are a lot of them children, dude? Because clearly, at least one was before. But like, what the fuck? Like, can you send me a naked picture of yourself? Oh, I was just talking. Well, yeah, you are talking. Yeah, I'm not right now. I can't fucking get out a word.
A cousin that usually goes on the computer and types up stuff underneath my name too.
You're not trying to tell me that you didn't have this conversation.
I typed this.
You typed this.
There was no intentions of me doing that.
What the fuck was his... What? I heard him. I heard what he said, but I didn't hear what he said.
Stuff underneath my name too. I got a cousin that usually goes on the computer and types up stuff underneath my name too.
You're not trying to tell me that you didn't have this conversation.
I typed this.
You typed this.
There was no intentions of me doing that.
What? Well, you just throwing in a fun fact there? What the fuck was that?
Did you bring condoms today? I've been listening into his conversation with Emily before I walk out to confront him. She asked about condoms.
I was going to say, so did you bring the condoms? Did you bring protection? Did you bring something? Make sure you say condoms and protection.
Dell's wearing a shirt from like Dr. Seuss there. I don't know.
Just for condoms.
Did you bring condoms?
I always carry them on me.
Why don't you put them on the table?
I always have them.
You always carry them right here in your breast pocket.
That's where I keep stuff, breast pocket, That's where I used to have a money clip, and I kept the money clip there because, quick access. Oh, what's that? Yeah, I got it right here. That's a rapid storage option there. That's not deep storage. That's not in a wallet. Even in a wallet is stupid. I've never really carried a condom in a wallet. But, at least then it's in a back pocket and it's in a bifold. That is loaded and ready to go. That you have easier access to your breast pocket to rip out a condom than most people do their side pocket with their phone. It's like in baseball when there's that guy on deck ready to go. That's what that condom's doing.
But for easy access?
No, when they're in my wallet, you end up sitting on them. They end up making a crease inside your wallet and stuff.
You wouldn't want that.
No.
A lot of these guys have families.
My guy, how the fuck do you think a wallet works, dude? If you have a bifold, it folds in half. And the half that folds is wider than a condom. So, how are you putting it in there, dude?
I got children from my previous marriage. I got 3.
You have 3 children. Yeah. And how old are they?
14.
14, exact same age. Okay, I'm not even gonna let him finish there. I knew he was married, but I didn't realize he had children. God, I hope they're okay. But the decoy was 14, and he is struggling to remember the ages of his other 2 children, but he's able to instantly remember 14. I wonder if, because in his mind there's a connection. Those cookies look good.
13 and 5. I had 1 boy. 4.
Dude, he had to lock the fuck in. He had to close his eyes and lock in, mid-exam brain blast moment to think of the ages of your children.
13 and 5. I had 1 boy.
What
14,
the fuck?
13, and 5. And the 14-year-old is a girl. I mean, it's wrong on every level anyway. But then to have a 14-year-old daughter at home, the inevitable...
This is going to sound gross. Do you think he looked at his daughter in any perverse ways? I don't want to suggest that just to suggest that. I'm suggesting that because it's possible.
Question arises, would you be comfortable if your 14-year-old daughter...
Chris doesn't even need to finish his sentence. Ask the question, because the dumbass already knows what Chris is going to ask. Do you feel comfortable? No.
Arises, would you be comfortable
No.
If your 14-year-old daughter was home alone and a man in his 30s came over to meet her after this kind of a conversation.
No, it wouldn't.
So if it's not okay for your 14-year-old daughter, why is it okay?
Okay, real quick. Again, Thomas Coffen is 31 right here. Chris, I don't know how old he is here. I don't know how old Chris is. Chris was born in 1959, so that would put him at about 45 here. Chris looks younger, even though he's, damn near 15 years older than Coffen here. It's genuinely impressive. Obviously they've had two different lifestyles. Chris has been a very white collar. Thomas has been a very blue collar guy. But even then, dude, like, they look drastically, like, their ages look swapped.
For you to do this with a 14-year-old girl?
I might have said what I said there, but there was no intentions of it.
That doesn't make sense.
I'm being straight up with you. I swear on my own kids' life that I'm being straight up with you.
I swear on my own kid's life, whose ages I barely remembered, you definitely don't have custody of. You probably might only have visitation rights. Yeah, but yeah, swear on their life. I notice people that I swear on my kid's life, the kid you don't even have custody of, that one. Like, people that say, like, I swear on my kid, I swear on my mama, tend to have, poor relations with the individual they are swearing on.
Your own kids' life.
Yeah, I love my kids dearly. I don't.
Oh, Thomas. You gotta be careful about what you're saying here, man. God, you look horrible in that freeze frame. Holy shit. You gotta be real careful about how you're saying that, because you know you love kids, alright? Don't love your own.
I get to see them, but I love them dearly.
One of the saddest parts of this crime is the collateral damage. So what happens to the wife, to the children who are at home? Have you ever seen Dateline NBC?
No, I usually watch sci-fi.
Right. Have you ever seen our stories on computer predators, adults who go online to try to meet kids? Thomas, this is one of those stories, and I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC. Okay. And we're doing a story about adults meeting kids online. And if there's anything else you'd like to say, we'd like to hear it. And if not, obviously you're free to walk out that door.
No.
Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
We were prepared to have more than one guy show up at the same time. And
when Morrison walked out, they damn near tackled him. This guy, they had guns drawn on him. They had... Or is that a taser? If I was a female cop, it would be a gun or a taser. But just be glad there's not an acorn falling. But, like, damn, the Fort Myers cops were a bit aggressive. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying.
We were prepared to have more than one guy show up at the same time. And it's happened since the very first investigation. Sometimes the police make an arrest.
Oh, look at who that guy is. Aw. He's still alive, by the way. But anyways, that's all I got for his time with Chris, but now I have his chat log. Alrighty, here we go with his chat log. So, his username is his actual fucking name, Thomas Coffen. And that's not just his name, that's his username. Just make it your social, dude. But he messages first on April 11th, 2006, and says, "Hi, sexy." Decoy says, "Hi, ASL." And then, gives it 50 seconds and says, "Why did you message me then not say anything?" And it's like, damn, give the guy a second, right? He's got to sound out what he's typing, okay? But he says, "Hi, I'm Tom, 31 male, Brooksville, Florida." I don't know what the fucking buzz is. I don't know what that is. I'm assuming that's like a poke on Facebook. But then he says, "You are very hot. Is it okay that I'm 31? Deco says, "If you're nice, I guess. I am 14, female, Florida." He says, "Cool. Where in Florida?" And Deco's like, "I'll tell you if I get to know you better." And And Thomas says, okay, so what are you looking for on here? Thomas doesn't even get an answer from that previous question. And he says, I'm looking for a girlfriend. The decoy says, I'm looking for someone to treat me good. And Thomas says, cool, I aim treat you good. What are you looking for in a man? I don't know. Someone that is nice to me, buy me stuff. Buy me stuff, stuff. Like what stuff? I don't know, just someone that's nice. What are you looking for? I am nice. How do I know that? I am. How do I know that? Sorry. How do I know, though? I have a habit of paying a girl. What the fuck? I have a habit of paying a girl. Really? Yes. Are you into sex? I am just asking. I am into young girl. I like them better, the older girls. In case you're wondering Thomas's size here, he's about 5 inches. So he said about, so that means below. And if you're saying about 5 inches, you're really like 4. Alright? This man's rocking a fucking millimeter Peter. Have you ever had you pussy eaten out? Is your pussy shave? Just asking. I don't have much hair there. And no. Cool. No one has ever done that to me. Would you like... What you like to try it? Do you have a webcam? Buzz, baby, talk to me. He waited a minute, 6 seconds for a response. I don't know. No, I don't have a cam. If you like, can I try eating your pussy out? Yes, I have a webcam. If you want to, can we meet and we can talk and do anything you want to do? How big are your boobs? What do you drive? I drive a van. Cool. My dad has an Escalade. Do you have a girlfriend? No. Will you be my girlfriend soon? Maybe. My dad goes out of town next week. Okay. Would you like if I came over when he left? Maybe, if you stay nice. Okay. I would even stay the night with you. And maybe I would ask you if I can make love to you. If I like you that way, do you like me? Yeah. Where is your dad now? In his room. So when I come over, can I lick your pussy? How big are your boobs? Jesus Christ, dude. This is some of the worst grammar. Like up there with like Michael Seibert or Siebert. And it is utterly atrocious. What would you and me do if I was there with you all night? Buzz. I don't know. Stop buzzing me. I don't like it. Okay. Can I kiss you? Yeah. Okay, so he's just having typical horny speak right here. But take a look, if you're looking at like your second monitor or whatever, or I would assume your main monitor, take a look over real quick. Look at how he spells the word wearin'. Like what are you wearing? He spells it where, location, ing. It is atrocious. I've never seen it spelled that way. It's, my God. He is dumb. This is now the 14th, so it is now 3 days later. And he messages, hi, love, call me later. Hi, love. Hi, how are you, sweetie? It me, Tom. I know, I'm good, how are you? Good. Are you looking forward to see me? Are you gonna come see me? Yes, baby. Do you still want me to make love to you and eat your pust? Yeah, if you're nice to me. You gonna bring me a present? I am always nice. This is now the 18th. And the decoy's dad is supposed to leave on Fridays. I don't know when in relation to that this is, but within a couple of days. And Thomas cannot hold it in. He says, "Can I come over tonight and meet you at some place?" And he's asked that, like, the decoy's saying, like, my dad is home. He leaves the weekend. And he doesn't get that through to him. Like, he needs the pussy now. It's my pussy and I need it now. Do you still want me to eat your pussy? Yeah, LOL. I'm going to come Friday to see you and eat your pussy out, and if you want to, can I put my dick in you? That'd be cool. Okay, I want you badly, baby. Friday, I will be there. Okay, I'm all excited now. Just let me know where you are in. And then again, this is the next day, the 19th now. It says, "Hi, baby. Can I come over and meet you someplace?" No, my dad is still home. Don't you go outside? I told you Friday. I know, but I want to see you badly. I went to the beach today, but Dad wants to spend some time with me before he goes. Okay, what beach did you go to? Fort Myers Beach. Can't you go outside and meet me someplace? If not, that's okay. Clearly it's not okay if you keep fucking asking, dude. Give it up, bro. God. He's pissing me off. So what do you drive anyways? My dad has an Escalade. A van. Cool. Like a big one? Yes. Cool. I have a big one, do you like? Yeah. I want you pussy. Lol, I can't wait for Friday. Me too. Do you want my dick? Yeah. I'm a handyman. I fix anything except my marriage or my inability to behave in a society and follow societal norms. What do you want to do when you get here? Anything. We can sit and talk and maybe sex. What you like to do? Talk, hold you, and make you feel good. Tell me, are you still a virgin? Tell me you will suck my dick. You know we can't tell anyone about you and me. Yeah, I know. Because I could go to jail if someone was to know. Surprisingly, holy shit, he used the right spelling of no. I'm genuinely surprised he didn't just write like N-O. Or hell, even just now. I'm kind of surprised. You know, if you and me go and be together for about 3 years, you will be 18. Oh my god, that'd be so cool. When can you move out of your dad's? Because if you do, you can live with me. I don't know, probably when I'm out of high school. Okay, will that be cool? How bad do you want me to be there in your bed? Really bad. I wish I could tonight. I do too. But I can't. Your dad is still there. I wish I could sleep with you and make love to you tonight. So, baby, tell me what you're wearing. Sweatpants and a t-shirt. Cool. Tomorrow you will not have anything on, will you? If that's how you want me. Do it after I get there. Are you horny? I can't wait for you to get here. Me too. What will you be wearing tomorrow? I'll be wearing my cowboy look. Do you like that? Yeah, okay, with the hat and everything? Yeah, cool. And you got one of those big belt buckles? Yes, here's a pic. Baby, I want to lick you pussy and suck on your boobs. I can't wait. And fuck you hot wet pussy. I can't wait. Tell me, are you quiet or you make noises? Ew. Oh, I didn't like that one. That was a question I wasn't ready for. What will you be doing when I am eating your pussy? What will you be doing to me? Huh, I don't know. Whatever I feel like doing. What do you want me to do? Suck. Okay. We can do the 6'9". Where do you want me to park when I get there? such a tone. You know, a normal question of like, hey, where am I parking? Or hey, do you want me to park behind you or whatever? Now, then, you know, the previous question of, what are you gonna do when I'm eating you out? I'll be inside waiting for you already. Okay, I will knock on your door and you can answer it and surprise me. Well, I'll be waiting inside for you. Grab me and pull me in and attack me. Baby, can you do that? I'm gonna go to bed, so I'm all ready for you tomorrow, okay? Okay. Will you think of me and play with yourself tonight for me? I told you, I like when guys do it and think that it me doing it to you. Alright. And that's really about it for the chat log here. I mean, it was only 13 pages, and the last, like, page and a half, was just, like, the logistics of getting to the house. So it really wasn't that bad, but if you made it this far, thank you, I appreciate it. Yeah, that's really about it. Thomas Coffen is still out there doing crime, you know, unable to do the time while committing the crime, but he is out there doing his thing. So stay safe out there, and thank you. Bigger number, bigger, better.